Wow, that's so awesome because then the document, would you say then the document becomes a lever?
It's just well, I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but do it and do it as purely and as fully as you can.
Mm,
And how when I did that, as I continue to do that, it feels to me like a signpost to the direction because there's infinite depth. It's not somewhere to get to.
mm,
It's like, so for a long time it seemed like, oh, true self, ego, true self, ego, true self, ego. I'm going to kill my ego, go to the true self. There is no true self. Backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. And what it feels like to me is like you need an ego because the ego is the body mind character that you need in the world of the formy computer game that we seem to be like, yeah.
yeah.
And you need to acknowledge the kind of formless side's existence, otherwise we think we're trapped in a game and we are the fixed character, right? So it's like there comes a point where there's this kind of magical sort of screen, or like there's this kind of where the fuel becomes the fire, and it's like a kind of manifestation, pure formless taking form, and it's
Hmm.
and it's like a kind of pointer to that version of the character where you know it's an illusion and you're consciously creating it, and
Hmm.
it's malleable, and it's a shapeshifter, and it's a dream weaver, like you know what you're doing, and
Hmm.
you and it's you're creating the universe there. You're creator of that universe that you're living in, and you know it, and you hold that power in the palm of your hand,
Okay, I love
and
that.
you stay there, right?
Stay there. Yeah, and that's like I think that would be the most important part is the stay there part.
Yeah, and this is not a heady thing. It's like I'm trying to describe the energy of doing it,
Hmm.
of like when you know how, like, if someone says to say, well, what's it like to balance on a bike? I've never ridden a bike before. It's like, well, you kind of wobble one side and then you wobble the other side. It's like, okay, well, I can imagine that. Does that mean I've read the book or listened to the podcast on bike riding that I know what it feels like? No, fuck no.
Hmm.
But when there's a kind of, it's just a pointer, and then you have to do it, and you have to fall off a bike, or you have to at least have a wobble, or like the wobbling is the thing where suddenly it's like, that's the
Hmm.
getting of it, right?
Hmm. That's the place where I'm not wobbling.
Yeah, you're going to need to wobble because unless first our conversation so far has been like getting you to the bike, and then getting you on the bike, and then you know
Yeah,
and
totally.
yeah, right.
Yeah, totally. And now I'm like, okay, oh, I'm starting to get it.